I'm debriefing myself. So this is my process of debriefing from a work. I've just finished curating, directing, facilitating, writing, co-writing, performing, called Passages to the Golden Peacock. And so I have very little left to do. I don't have anything else to do. And this is still a ritual in process, no matter that, you know, it's not really being received yet, but maybe this is a way into these other platforms, leaving the one platform, saying goodbye to Passages to. As you can see, I'm downloading TikTok, making TikTok videos, debriefing myself from the 4 clues. They're done. And you know, that's it. That's the buzz. I'm testing this as a download, as a way of debriefing myself from Passages 2, as I let go and you know, consider the ways that the treasure is found. I'm downloading other things. I'm on here debriefing, experimenting the debriefing, and I'm going to end the stream. Oh, there, I'm back on, because I'm also interested in how to save this as a document and as a process, as a way of debriefing. It's also about passing time as I download TikTok, which is on 72%, which is a good thing. Which means the next thing I'll do is I'll work on a TikTok video live. But I really want to know if I can save this. The last time I couldn't actually save this, which was quite frustrating. The reason why this isn't being screened for, it has an age restriction, is I think I'm going to smoke. I've been in a kind of performance mode, director's mode. All went well eventually, but I suppose the real the answer will be if someone finds finds the treasures, or locates the 2 treasures. You could find both of them, really. But I've done as much as I think I can as a contributing artist. It was a lot of fun, but and I'll do it again. I mean, I think that the thing to resolve really is Golden Banks. And Golden Banks is a time traveler who has more than one incarnation. I'm almost certain I saw a cigarette. The whole reason why I put this on. Okay, debrief cigarettes. Oh. So, I mean, there are things that it didn't really speak back to, maybe with more urgency, but then was the thing of debt and poverty. But I think things are allegorical. You know, what I've learned from this work and what I can take away from it. and lay the treasure first, go backwards, work backwards. There was one more other thing. I mean, I think that for passages 3, which I would like strictly to be in Johannesburg, we're thinking about Golden Banks, and we're thinking about I was thinking about Golden Banks and about how to do, this that how she's not really committed to any kind of time frame. This is a debriefing video, and eventually, when I feel a little bit too self-conscious, I'm going to turn it off and share it. Maybe I'll stop when we get to the TikTok video, or I'll make the second TikTok video on here and then end. I'm just completing my own kind of work on passages to the Golden Peacock. Ooh, this is the after party. This is the after party for passages to the Golden Peacock. I mean, my work is done, and apparently there's just another 24 hours to find the treasure. What do you think about kind of various ways where this could go and how it could land up? But it doesn't really, I don't really mind now, or I didn't ever. As long as the treasures are found, then the thing works. It doesn't really matter what occurs in the kind of evolution of the liveness, because it's also improvised. And what's interesting is how I've tried to kind of move it into a variety of platforms so it unfolds in various ways. I think there was something really interesting in the curators meeting that I had with ICA. It was the third curators meeting that I had with ICA, and I said, and they asked me about intent, and I think that's a very good note. It's a note that I will carry with me into the making of other works. Is that how do we really kind of inscribe and shorten and make the intent something that is desirable, desire and intent. I mean, I suppose the thing that I'm going to carry away with me is who's desiring to continue looking for these necklaces. I mean, my job is over, and we have, as I said, I don't know whether it's 24 hours or 48 hours to find the necklaces, or they come back to me for the first time, which is also a good thing, maybe. Where am I on that TikTok? So I've been making these TikTok videos as a kind of also as a debriefing. And I'm going to make one more, as I said, once this one is posted. I don't know how else to talk about the work, but maybe to reflect on each of the days and also on my energy. I think that the first day was with Megan was fantastic as a clue. I think it worked really well. I didn't take her note about going onto Facebook group or room or something, but that didn't really matter. And I think it worked really well. I think I don't know what the final tally on viewership, which could be interesting, because I think that's the other thing that I would like to point out and to consider is this thing about audience. You can go on and see how many people are have viewed that live feed, which could be interesting as a kind of nota of audience. I mean, how the audience, who was receiving what at what particular time, and who is the audience. %87% on TikTok. Okay, let's go to Megan's feed. Megan. Megan. I can't see. I can't see how many people have viewed this on her thing. Let me go to my. It doesn't tell you how many views there've been. Why is it? Oh, there've been 60 views. 60 views on Facebook on Megan's post. That was the second highest viewership, as I know, in terms of what the highest viewership, I think, was the post I actually shared on Facebook from rehearsal 2, and there were. Doesn't tell you how many views there've been. Uh, 72 views. Okay, so that was the highest viewership in terms of that kind of work. And then if we go into Instagram or into TikTok, there is also a audience. We can see that audience. The highest, really the highest was the video I made of Golden Banks. There were 279 on TikTok who saw one of the Golden Banks videos, and so that's the highest. And then, of course, the most highest was actually the live feed that we did in London, when we got to a staggering 22,000 viewership. And then people came back to that video in particular, and there was 1,500 people who saw it. So that was the highest, and then it just dropped again by the time I'm even here, and by the time I'm doing this feed, which is fine. I mean, that's celebrity. Oh, now what happened? Oh, it's on. Okay, so I can. It seems I can make another. Your video is in progress. Okay, I can't. All right, I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna just. It has uploaded on TikTok, and that's a good thing. It's on, and I'm going to end it there and see if I can share this. That's my debriefing party. The end of the wine.